All right. I think, well, one thing we haven't done is looking at the queue. So we need to sign into another user. Let's do that. New private window, host. Let's say email 3. Email. Okay. Back to messages. Copy this guy. Boom. Name's going to be Jill. And let's copy this image here. Let's just say 62. Submit. Refresh. Okay. And now let's, you know what? Before we actually do this, we can add some more logic to our subscription. So we can say, like, maybe we want a little black circle when we get a conversation. We're not actually looking at our messages. So let's say const show notification badge set show notification badge equals use state false. Okay. And so here we can say if we're not showing the conversations, right? So not show conversations and the current conversation ID does not equal this conversation ID, meaning even if we have a current conversation ID and we're looking at the messages, if I get a new message from another conversation, then I want to show the notification badge. Set show notification badge equals true. All right. And we can say show notification badge, and we're going to have a little div here. Let's make it a width of, say, 8, height of 8, absolute. And let's say right 1, top 1. So it should be like a little bit to the right corner of our button. And let's make it background color red 600. Make this guy relative. And if we click on this, we actually want to not show the notification badge anymore. So what we can say is if show conversations, then set show conversations is false. Let me think. Actually, no. We want to do this, but we want to say if show notification badge, then we want to set notification badge to false. So if we click on this and notification badge is true, we want to set it to false. And what did I just do there? Okay. Let's see that. So now, hopefully this works. If I message Jill and I say hello, Okay, we do get that little notification badge there. Looks pretty ugly. Let's make it rounded. Okay, and let's move it over just a little bit more. So let's say right 2, top 2. All right, that's a little bit too much. So let's say 6 pixels, 6 pixels. All right, that looks fine. Maybe you could even make it pulse. So let's say animate pulse. Cool. All right. And so now we can minimize this guy and then message Bill. Minimize him. Okay, and I think the last thing we can do is if this message is from us, it should say you. So we can go back here, go to our conversations. And here we can say, we want to say conversation info, conversation, last message, user ID does not equal recipient dot ID. So if this is not the recipient, then we know it's you. So we want to return you. Else we want to return empty string. So let's see what that looks like. All right, so we have you. All right, let's go ahead and test our WebSockets again. Okay, cool. All right, so there you have it. We have our floating chat. We have our dark theme, light theme. We can minimize. One sec. We shouldn't have 2 conversations like that. So let's actually add that logic. But before I add that logic, let's just run through what we can do. We can minimize, we can close our messages. We have our WebSocket, so we actually get our messages in real time via subscriptions. And we can start new conversations. And so what we actually want to do here is if we click on a conversation, we should make sure we remove it from the queue. So let's do that. So on select conversation, that's in chat. Select conversation. Where's that? Okay. We want to remove from convo queue current conversation ID. Let's try that. Let's see what that looks like. So I have these 2 conversations here. If I click on you, yep, it disappears. All right. I think we're good. This concludes our floating chat app. Hopefully you liked it. Hopefully you learned something. If you have any questions, suggestions, or feedback, definitely shoot me a comment below. Again, I'm Dion Graham Long, creator of Vatica.co, and I'll see you next time.